Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Anthony Espada. Thank you so much for coming back to my YouTube channel to hang out with me for a little bit. I really appreciate it.
As always, yeah!
Alright guys, so we got a fun one for you guys today. This is going to be continuing my look into STL Tones Tone Hub. This is a pack that I've been excited about sharing with you guys for a long time. This was the first preset pack that I purchased through STL Tone Hub, and I'm super excited, being such a very big Bring Me the Horizon fan. I know maybe they're not the poster boys for the metal community, and I know I'm probably gonna get a little bit of hate for it, but that's all good. You know, some of my favorite bands are hated by the metal community, but I think they have great tones, great guitar tones, heavy tones, clean tones, lead tones. I think the guitars for Bring Me the Horizon are amazing, and I'm so glad to share this preset pack with you. For those of you guys that don't know what I'm talking about the STL Tones Tone Hub preset pack by Lee Malia. But before we get into it, I just want to remind you guys to hit the subscribe button, but also hit the bell button as well, so you get notified anytime I drop new videos. I got a bunch of content coming out throughout the remainder of the year and even into 2021. I'm going to be expanding my content. I'm going to be looking into lots of different types of guitar related stuff as well as bass stuff. You guys do not want to miss out. I even got some really cool cover videos coming up in 2021. I'm talking about System of a Down. I'm talking about Five Finger Death Punch. I'm talking about Pantera. I'm talking about a slew of stuff. Can't wait to share these with you guys. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share a song that I demoed recently using the Lee Malia pack. But also I use the One Kit Wonder by Get Good Drums. I have another video where I went in depth into that plugin as well. And I also use the Rex Brown Bass Forge bass plugin from Joey Sturgis Tones. I did a Joey Sturgis Tones video on the Misha Mansour plugin a couple months back. You guys can go ahead and check that out as well. And also check out my Rex Brown plugin review coming up very soon. All right, guys, let's get into it. This is a song that's going to be featured on my upcoming solo EP called Within the Dying Light. So excited to share this with you guys. This is a first look into it, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and also pay attention to the Lee Malia tones that I'm using in this one as well. All the guitar tones are used by the Lee Malia pack in STL Tone Hub. Let's go, let's get it on. Alright guys, once again, I hope you enjoyed that track. It's called Within the Dying Light, and it's going to be featured on my upcoming solo EP. So let's go ahead, let's jump into STL Tone Hub, and let's check out the preset pack by Lee Malia. Alright guys, so this is the track right here. I got it pulled up in Reaper. I'm still doing mixes and everything on it, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys the tone that I'm using from Lee Malia's preset pack. I'm going to show you guys with the master bus effects on and with it off, without it being processed and with it being processed, so you guys can hear the difference. So just to remind you guys what you guys just heard, I'm going to play a quick excerpt from the track, and then we're going to go ahead, we're going to start soloing these guitars. It's got like a Perfect Circle vibe to it. All right, so that's a track right there. That's what I think is going to become the verse. All right, so first off, I'm going to show you guys the rhythm track. All right, so this is how it sounds like with the master effects off. And then with the Master Effects and the Rhea EQ on. It just has like a really smooth crunch to it. So for this track, I'm using preset 8 in this Lee Melia preset pack. The amplifier is the Marshall JCM 800, and the cab is the Marshall 1960 B5 with the SM57x2 up here. It's so killer. I fucking love it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start running through a couple of these for you guys. We're going to dig through some of the ones that kind of stick out to me a little bit, and then we're going to dig into the cleans and into the lead tones. So this is the first preset right out of the box. It's got some really cool crunch to it, but you can still hear the notes fairly well. So for preset number 3, it has a TS-808 on it. I'm a big fan of the 808. The Marshall cabs and amps are the same, along with the microphone. And the guitar is an Epiphone Les Paul. I have a Les Paul copy that I use for a lot of my videos as well. Anyways, and I used to own an Epiphone Les Paul copy. Let's go ahead. Let's look into the stomps. Sounds okay. Preset 15. Okay. That one has the PV6505 with the Marshall 1960 BV. That one sounds killer. Let's go. That one sounds a lot more alive, a lot fuller. All right, so that's a couple presets in the preset pack from Lee Melia. Like I said, I really dig a lot of these tones, a lot of the heavier tones. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go into the user interface. Once you jump into the STL Tone Hub Lee Melia pack, you just click on it right here. Click that and it pulls everything right up. And something I've always loved about the STL Tone Hub UI is just how simple it is. You know, you have your input signal, you have your gate. I usually have my gate at about 4 to 5 o'clock. I love that you have a tuner right here. This is the amp, the tracing amplifier that you have right here. Cabinet. Normally I have my microphone a little bit closer to the middle, but you know, equalizer. None of this stuff I touched. None of this stuff I touched. And if you know STL Tone Hub, then you're already familiar with this this UI. Effects, nothing on here. We'll get into that when I get into the lead and the clean tones. Stomp box, you go ahead, you get 3 overdrive pedals, so you got some boost in here, and you also get a compression pedal as well. I don't really use the compression pedal as much, but I'm constantly using the overdrive pedals. Normally overdrive 2 is my favorite. All right, so now we're gonna get into the clean guitar track. If you've been following me for a long time, you know that I'm a big fan of atmospherics. I'm a big fan of a lot of delay and a lot of reverb. So I went ahead and I took off the Rhea EQ, and I'm going to show you guys what I did inside the amp. So I'm using preset 28, which is PRS Archon 1. The amp is the PRS Archon. The cab is the Mesa Traditional with an SM57. And everything else right here is out of the box. I haven't touched anything. I haven't touched any of this. Yeah, none of this has been touched yet. There's no overdrive. I have the compression pedal on here. I usually have the compressor on the clean guitars for sure. And then I have, obviously, like I told you guys in the beginning, I have delay and reverb on here as well. And also, don't forget these little arrow signs as well. I kind of missed this when I first got the STL Tone Hub, and I found this recently. So you guys can also have additional pedals. You have the chorus, flanger, phaser, tremolo. Let me go ahead, let me click on some of them. Ooh. The chorus is very strong in the STL Tone Hub. Check out the flanger. Tell me that doesn't sound kind of cool. Check out the phaser. I think you would probably be able to hear the phaser a lot more in with distortion, like on some cool leads. Yeah, you can definitely hear the phaser there. All right, let's check out the tremolo. Really cool. Takes me back to my Line 6 Spider 2 days. All right, and then for the last one, we're gonna check out my lead tone. So just so you guys can hear it in the mix. All right, so this is my lead tone in the mix. This is my little solo section. Yeah, it's a little sloppy. You guys cut me a little bit of slack. It's a little sloppy, but that's okay. It is a demo. All right, so just to show you guys what I did there, this is actually one of my main lead tone presets that I have for my overall demos. This is my main lead tone that I go for. I usually, for rhythms, I go through a lot of other preset packs, but this is my main lead tone for any of my demos. And it's also my main lead tone that I'm going to be using for my my upcoming solo EP. So kind of cool. You guys are kind of hearing like a final preset thing. I still got to mess around with it though. So this is preset 34, lead 3, OCD1. The amp is the PV65050. I'm a big fan of PV, by the way. I even have a 5150. I love PV, man. Shout out Van Halen. The cabinet is the Marshall 1960 BV with the microphone SM57. And for all of these, you get the same microphone, which is super cool. The guitar is the Epiphone Les Paul copy as well. So for my lead tone, the effects I'm using, I have delay and reverb on here. I'm using slight delay, slight reverb. But they're both at about, I want to say not 3 o'clock. I'm so dumb. They're both at about 9 o'clock right now. I got to get my clock set up. You know, that's the problem with telling time now is, you know, you have your Apple Watches, you have your iPhones, you have your Samsung phones, your Androids. Like, I don't know, I'm kind of dumb. You guys got to forgive me a little bit. So both my reverb and my delay are about 9 o'clock. Let's go ahead, let's solo it. So I'm going to go ahead. You guys saw in the middle, I turned off the reverb and delay. I'm going to play it again with the reverb and delay off, and I'm going to turn them on in the middle. It adds a lot more life to the lead. All right, guys, so that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. I really hope I kind of opened your mind up to some killer Bring Me the Horizon tones by Lin Melia, brought to you by the great folks at STL Tones. Big shout out to them for putting this awesome preset pack together. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What did you like? Did you like the clean tone that I used in there? Did you like the lead tone or the rhythm tones? Let me know what you guys thought down below. And also, look out for my Get Good Drums One Kit Wonder review coming up very soon, as well as my Joey Searches Tones Bass Forge Rex Brown plugin pack that I'm going to be reviewing as well. You guys be killer, be safe, wash your ass, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys very soon. Keep it heavy, yeah!